Well, hello there Martin and other techie friends. This is our new radio mic system that AudioWorks have put together for us. Absolutely brilliant. Sound is better than it's been before and the range is really good. It will go all the way through to the lounge with a radio mic should we wish to do something like that for some reason. So yeah, really pleased about that, but it's a little bit sticking out there, so we might end up putting one receiver in here and the amplifiers and the other 4 receivers in this space here. So that flight case may be going spare. Anyway, the main reason for this film is to just analyse and review for your benefit mainly Martin, how this video system now works at STK, because it goes through quite a few processors. So our main laptop here has a HDMI output coming out of here, which goes down into the rack. And I'm going to go around the back now and attempt to open it up. And so immediately as it comes in, it goes for a HDMI splitter, and one HDMI goes into the back of the monitor here, along with the VGA connection from the back of the lighting desk, so we can swap between sources. And that then goes into the Kramer unit here, along with VGA from the stage, VGA from the front of the rack, HDMI from the camera and from the DVD player, and then just in case we've got composite from the DVD player as well as a backup, along with and then we've got component out the front of the rack as well. There's a VGA splitter there which feeds through to the Numark video screens at the front, and that also has a preview of the DVD player and the camera. So it's all quite well linked up in there, and a lot of cables, but that's what has to happen to make it work. And once the video has been processed by the Kramer VP7 something or other, it goes into this StarTech unit, which takes it to Cat5e, where it then travels via a mixture of cables down to the front of the church via the hatch that's underneath the sound desk. And that then goes down along a conduit underneath the floor, and eventually it reaches this hatch here, and then goes across up into this hatch, and the network cable then eventually pops out at the other StarTech box before coming out as HDMI into a 4-way StarTech HDMI splitter. And these green cables are going off to monitors which at the moment are packed away. One for the preacher and one for the band, or 2 for the band if we so wish. And then the white cables are going off to the main matrix screen displays. And we've left in some VGA cables as well for redundancy, but they seem to be rarely used these days. But you know, you leave it in, and that way you're always prepared. So the video cables, the HDMI, then travels along the floor, up through, and we might put conduit around them, but putting a HDMI cable through conduit is no easy mean feat. And they travel up past all the LED lanterns which are blinding my camera, and into another StarTech device, which is a 4-way matrix splitter. So it's taking the HDMI signal that's coming in at full HD, and it's dividing it up into 4 540 pixel images, which is quite low resolution for the TVs, but from a distance it really doesn't matter. and it's taking that video input and buffering it ever so slightly, milliseconds, and then outputting it via 4 more HDMI cables, which are then feeding these 4 Samsung, I think they're 60-inch TVs, which we've had to modify to fit them up there. We've taken away some of the edging that was redundant, and so as a result at the back of them lots of stuff is exposed, and we're hoping to cover that up shortly. And that's really it. That's how it all works, and it's a system which has cost about £7.5 to put in, but we've sold the projectors, brackets and various other bits for about £1,000, so it comes in at about £6,500.